Good day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host today, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you all back to the Monster Train, where I've been given a suggestion of trying a type of build I never thought I would ever play before, and that is an Etch build. In that, we try to consume as many cards as possible for the effects of Etch. Now, there's 3 clans which we can think of that use Etch. The first is the Underlegion, who we know have a bunch of consume cards and which then revive those consume cards upon completion. There's the Wormkin, which introduced the Etch mechanic in the first place, and then finally there's HEPH of the RAILFORGed, who can use effectively Etch using that forging technique. So, to try out this Etch, we're at least going to first try out HEPH, mostly because we want to see what she's all about. Daughter of Herziel, HEPH inherited her father's crafts as blacksmith. After her Herziel's disappearance, HEPH gathered the remaining clans of Hell to fight off Seraph, built up the Covenant outpost with Fel, and forged a new custom war train for the Rail, the Skull Crusher. Innovative and practical, she approaches each problem set before her with a mechanic's determination and the belief that nothing is beyond repair. Awesome! Now, she has this ability of salvage, to immediately smelt cards, which consumes them, and then we gain energy and forge points based on the cost. How are we going to make that work with, like, you know, extra energy and extra forge points? I don't know, but we're going to see how it works with the Wormkin at the very least. And what souls do we have? We've got silver because, of course we do. And then we've got Goldie, because we're going to need to just be spamming one of these salvages every round to be able to trigger the smelt, I imagine. So, I don't know, let's just see how this ends up working. So, what do we have? Boilerplate, forged, gain 2, armor 2 permanently for each forge point spent. Nice! Salvage machine, harvest, forge 1, ability, scrap harvest. Ooh! Oh, that works quite well with our forging. Hosting kin. Consume. Retreat. Deals 13 damage. Well, it consumes at least, I suppose. Now, we need to replace the holdover on one of the salvages. Do we get anything from this etching right now? No. We need to find something that can etch. So, HEPH. What are your abilities, then? So first, Metalworker. Summon. Add 2 scrap metal cards to hand. End of turn. Apply refined 1 to scrap metal cards in hand. Okay. Handy. Ability. Weaponcraft. Add a +5 and +4... +5 attack, +5 HP crafted equipment to your hand. Which costs 0. And you can also equip additional equipment. Ooh, okay. Now, as much as I think this one is the better choice, we are all about scrapping at the moment. So let's go with the refined metal and we'll see how it works. Then, when your pyre defeats an enemy, it permanently gains 5 attack. That would be cool if we were playing Herziel with the pyre build. Wing clippings. Spell cards with consume have a 50% chance to be discarded as well. You know what? We're going full consume and etch. So that actually feels like a bad choice. But I'll go with that anyway, just for this early game. Right. We start off with Mark of Invasion. Can I even make that work? No, I don't think I can make the Mark of Invasion work. Let's play without it. So, I confess I have no idea how to really do this to start with. But I will say, you combined with her is actually pretty good. Do that just for the forge points. Oh, I'm sorry. It applies to everything. It applies that to all scrap metal cards in the hand. Huh. Okay. Let's salvage a scrap metal. And then with that, I can then apply that to the boilerplate. Go. I don't know how you have burst 4. You're getting attacked 1. Go. Not what I wanted to see. I would have really loved to have seen a different thing. But you know what? If they're just going to make it so that, you know, you get reaped or killed somehow, I guess it works. Go. Cool. Cool. Now that's another source of smelting, which is nice, because that's what we want to do. Echo Infusion. Extract 1, apply plus 15 health. Honestly, yeah. So if you don't mind considering... That's just smelt a card. This smelts a card and applies armor. So that's clearly the better one we want to keep permanently. What are my options here now? Because I don't feel I'm really in a position to do much of anything. Honestly, I'm gonna go to you first, Thaddeus, because I want the Lightforge to see how HEPH upgrades. You know what? We probably need equipment, so give me equipment. What do I have as an option? Those are not very good options. I guess I'll pick the Iron Tongue and then just assume I don't have any forge when I use it. Hopefully. Actually, it can still give armor, so that's decent. The seed. Ooh, the seed. Obviously, we have to wait for the seed to grow, but you know what? I don't mind sacrificing 10 higher health so it grows up quicker. That shouldn't, hopefully, completely come to bite me. Maybe. Stop with the market invasion. That goddamn sucks. Let's see how this goes. I don't get how you're just gaining health. Right, I'm guessing eating you, yeah, it gives a damage shield. Well, it looks like you're getting up here regardless, no matter what I do, so... Let me just hit that bugger. We'll come down here. Do that. Do this up here, which should remove the damage shield off you at least, so this thing only gets attacked twice. Go. Or maybe 3 times, I guess. I guess it may have had lifesteal for one of those attempts. Right. Next. just kill you so you don't do any damage. In fact, there's still a better way. Because that damage didn't change by doing the metallurgy down there. So, scrap harvest, metallurgy, take the scrap, do that. Then we kill you. We will summon you. And then I guess there's no reason not to reap you. I guess. Go. Okay. Oh, well now you die. Glorious. 1 second. Kill. God, I hate that guy. Magnetic relay. Return a non-champion. Ah, so I can't just spam HEPH getting all the scrap. Damn. Either way, that's still probably the better option, because I can use it with Forge, I guess. Still not getting anything with Etch. Now, honestly, I want this to keep growing. Because it gives me... And I'm not wasting another 10 player health in this. This time I can wait. I'm going to let that keep growing. Because that just gives me more cards to then Etch, potentially. I will then go here, grab you, and then you're going to give me something with Etch, aren't you, game? Kinhost Carapace. Cooldown 2, Echoed Growth. Gain +2 attack and +2 health per Echo permanently. Compared to the Soul Shard Carver, which gets 3 attack and 3 armor temporarily per every time it inspires. And it does inspire itself. I'll go with you probably work out better in the long run, if I can make it work. But you're better for what I want, I think. So what does this do now? End of turn. Apply 2, refined 2 to scrap metal cards in hand. Okay. Weaponsmith, HEPH. We get Weaponcraft and Artificer. Apply 10 attack and 5 armor to the equipped friendly unit. I'm going for Etch for some reason still, so I guess I'll try that. Let's equip the Soul Shard with Dualism so it gains more armor. Bogfly having a bit more health isn't the worst either. Actually, no, maybe I want that on the salvage machine just so we can survive. And then reduce the train steward to size 1 so that I can get more stuff on the field. Next, reroll. It's quick or Titanite, and quite frankly, I prefer Titanite. And I think I want that on the Shard Soul. And we'll leave from there. Alright, Thaddeus. You trigger Gorge on Slay. Oh, God, that's horrid. Alright, so if I have... Do you immediately inspire yourself? No. That is a shame. Go. So first things first, I, funny enough, don't actually have a method to scrap anything, so that's kind of annoying. There's no point magnetic relaying already. It's a shame that happened on the first turn. Right, let's give the Iron Tongue to this happy little machine right there. Okay. This seems good. Go. So we're not exactly doing our scrap or anything for the sake of the energy, the ember. We're doing it for the forge points. Because goddamn does it give a lot of... Does it potentially give a lot. I don't think there's a point to summoning you right now, because I don't have anything to sacrifice with it. Oh, we actually win this, do we? Fun. Give me this. Come up here. Summon the bogfly, which will then give it the energy it needs to fly itself down here. And then from there, we just do a little of this. And then a little of this. And everything goes night-night. Goodbye, Thaddeus. I get energy and starting ember. You know, probably the one that I needed the least. Yay. Anvil Breaker. Consume. Spend all forge points. Deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to 35 times forge points spent. That is a really good one. Wormkin Etchings infused. Return 5 consume spells to the top of your draw pile. Also really good. This Echo Bloom. Extremely good. This is all really good, these ones. But I feel I need the Anvil Breaker more for just the murder part of it. What do you offer me now? Okay, the Steel Steward is really good because it's got Steel Guard. But I can't gain more armor on it. And its base stats are pretty weak. I think I'd prefer the Salvage Machine for just more scrap. Slacy. Slacy's not bad. Especially if we put it on the Soul Harbor, which is clearly going to get the boilerplates. But... can I get something better? Is the question. But you know what? I don't think I can. I'm going to take it. Cool. Now all enemy units start with Infested. What got upgraded? The Merchants of Magic and the Pyre Remains. That's fine. We don't want to do you because I actually want the upgraded Merchant of Steel. So, let's go for Mirror the Dutiful then. Artifact and Heal, or Wormkin and Vortex. I still don't have anything that can etch. So the Wormkin is the better idea, but... I don't have any cards I think I need to remove. And I do need a heal, and an artifact is always useful. Fine, I'm going this way. Give me the health. Artifact. Starter cards -1 cost. I don't have an energy problem. Increase the amount of echoes on each floor by 1. Honestly, hold over the echo infusion. That's really good. Wait, I just realized it's a regular... that was a regular holdover, not a holdover plus. Does the time I take this actually matter as well? Yeah, I can take -1 energy. That's the one thing I can do. It's never gonna upgrade the bottom floor, is it? Would I prefer to put all of them on this floor? Yes. I actually think I would. That had better kill you before you teleport everything up. I swear to God. What is this goddamn turn? With this complete, utter lack of salvages. I have to give it to you, just to keep it so this guy can keep getting health, but... Good lord above. Honestly, yeah, give yourself the armor. It gets plus 10 armor regardless in the end anyway. Really? Still not a single one. I'm not gonna lie, there reaches a point where this no longer becomes annoying and just becomes impressive. So I currently have 35 energy. That is a record, and I'm never gonna see that number ever again. Can I please get the trinket that allows me to conserve Ember between turns? Because that would be god tier. However, now I am terrified. Because of these fucking things. I am 10 HP short, really. Well, at least that's what you say I am right this second. Hold on, let me solve that issue, because I am going to Metal Thurgy, giving us more armor, consume the Spear Steward, and then I am going to spend 62 Forge on this. Get fucked! I don't even need to spend that. I don't even need to spend that this anymore. Just get screwed. Bye-bye. Glorious. What do I get now? Masterwork, Forge 8. Okay, full throttle, always a good one. Geared Gauntlet. I don't think you're worth it. Let's go for the Masterwork. Is Forge does... Salvage... Yeah, it's salvage... Honestly, get Forge, because I don't have energy problems. What do we have? Forgotten Trade. Ember Drain 2. Revenge. Gain Echo. So every time they're attacked, we gain an Echo. That's awesome if I didn't have 62 Boilerplate. Soul Siphon. Consume. Fill all empty with Echo. Apply Ember Drain 1 to friendly units. Okay. Soul Crushing Guilt. Extract 3, retreat. Apply Daze 2. Honestly, I think you're the better option. Just anything with Daze is good. So, remove cards and RAILFORGED unit, or Celestial and heal. I don't need to heal, so that part's useless, so it'd only be the Celestial. And as for removing cards... The only thing I could probably remove would be the Fracture, which I don't want to do, because that's more infusions. Maybe I could remove a spear and a shield and a spear, but that also feels a bit... bad. I mean, I'll go this way. You can give me this. Sure! Give me another one, because why the hell not? Start a battle. Add 2 echoes to each floor. Yes. Friendly units enter with burst 1. Helps with the early game. Yes. What equipment do you offer? Hall of Mirrors. -2 space. When you play a unit, create a copy of it. What happens if I combine the boilerplates? I can't, because they're two different things. Right, got you. If I re-roll, I'll be taken down to 115 gold. If I get a piece of equipment, like this one, that costs 40, I can then combine it with something. However, chances of that are not likely. I could make the Iron Tongue deployable to immediately equip it onto one of the scrap bots, but I don't think there's a point to that. Or rather, I don't think I have the energy to do that yet. Ironically. I have energy, I lack the deployment energy, just not the gameplay energy. I'm honestly leaning towards the Hall of Mirrors, so that when I play the Bogfly, I play 2 of them. And that's the sole reason. And then, as I say, I don't want to remove cards. So let's go. Let me guess, you're still on 0. Hoorah. Although you did gain an extra capacity, ready for the new salvage machine. So you knew exactly what it was we wanted. Go. Fuck your stupid little haste thing in the jigs. Now, what's more important for me? The 8th Forge or playing the Hall of Mirrors for that gimmick I mentioned? And quite frankly, the answer is the Forge. Let's go. Bogfly, how the fuck do you have 72 attack? Oh, that's because of the Forge. Right. God, I love giving things 300 odd armor with Titanite. It really just feels so good to do that. This thing must really love being a super tank. Ooh, doing this gives you less attack, but more armor. But in the end, your attack isn't the key killer point here. It's boosting all the armor we need to do. Also, just using the ability makes sure that... Just using the armor makes sure we got good whatchamacallit in the future. Right, so... Let's... Metallurgy. Kill the scrap metal. Salvage again. Kill the spear steward. Deal 490 points of casual damage to that thingamajig. And then just give that thing more health because rub salt in the wounds. Goodbye. I think I need to rename that single wormkin right there to the Forge Protector. Because I think that's their name. Also, thank you. Foundry line. Consume. Smelt all cards in hand except the chosen card. Don't need you. Wormkin Spike. Apply 6 reap to enemy units. Honestly, with the amount of energy I produce, getting some X-cost cards isn't a bad idea. Yeah. Let's get some X-cost cards. Oh, look! Another Shard Soul Carver! So the question is do I care about having the Shard Soul Carver, or do I want the Kinhost Vessel? Now, the problem with the Kinhost Vessel is I am using this Echo Infusion a bit. And I do have this soul-crushing guilt, which would also stop me from using it. So, you know what? I'll take another soul shard and combine the two. So I have the Grump, which doesn't work the best because the character has currently got Slacy. I have Mollis for triple stack, and triple stack doesn't affect whatchamacallit, Forge. It can affect the Reap, which could work, especially on there. But Reap isn't the best status effect in the first place. Granted, it would be amazing to do that on a boss, but I think I'm better off re-rolling. 3 random starter cards are upgraded with gain an energy and draw +1 next turn. Honestly, yes. That seems like a decent one. The money's pretty good too. You're probably better. So now I've got 2v the Unruly or Lilith the Spurned. And honestly, I feel like going with 2v because I don't want to deal with the melees, and I honestly would like the gold upgraded before getting the Merchant of Steel, of which I would also like some more. So let's go here. Right. Railforged and equipment, or artifact, and a nothing. Ironically, I'm leaning this one. Just for the sake of the meme, if this gives me another one. It does not. Instead, it gives me Etch! Now, the Etch is to deal damage to the front enemy unit equal to your attack. So I do need to figure out some way to get you lots and lots of attack. Now, I am not going to lie, but now I wish is when I wish I took the Grump, because I could put Slacy on the new guy, on this Crucible Stuart, and we could have had a good time. I will take the Bloodthirsty Blade, and then switch Slacy onto you for a little bit. Because, in theory, if I get that guy with high enough attack, that could be really good. Alright, so first up, let's now... Smelt yields are doubled on this floor. Hoo-hoo! That's going to hurt. That's a lot. Next. Honestly, take the Artificer. That seems like the better option, because I've already got bits of equipment to use. Non-boss enemy units go up, gain 150 health. Honestly, fine. Whatever. So, now I need to be... I can't play HEPH first. Okay, got it. So this bottom floor still has never upgraded. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did wonder if I could place you or not at the moment, and the answer is no, I can't. That is a shame. So, let's play you, then I play you. We'll keep you at the very back, but I do have enough energy to make sure I can play you next time. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. I guess I'll play you up here, because why not? All... whatchamacallit, forge yields are doubled on this floor, correct? Yes, because I currently have 6 of them. And Reap doesn't count as a... doesn't count towards your spell shield, because it's a physical thing. Okay, I can deal with the Gear Masks. That's good to know. Oh yeah, and with the Forge, you can get up and attack very, very quickly. Especially now that our Forge things are doubled as well. Just go. Give me all that lovely Forge. I need these I need my whatchamacallits already. Where's my spike? I want to see. I don't. Oh, apply 90. Good God. Like, Reap isn't that good of a status effect. Quite frankly, it's rather weak compared to some. But good Lord, if you can get that going already. So, I am metal 30ing. I am doing this. I do another. We've got that etch going now, I see. Which is kind of fun. Let's just casually apply 1500 armor. And you know what? Just for good measure, let's just give stuff more HP, because that's part of our gimmick and reason we do things. And then, you know what? I'm happily going to apply... Oh, it applies to all enemy units, does it? I have just inflicted you with cancer. Do enjoy. That, the good sir, there is a boss killer. So I'm gonna do... I am going to salvage the shield Stewart. I am going to hit you with that, and then hit all of you... Okay, never mind. 1 second, wrong order. It's just the way it highlighted it. It looked like it highlighted all of them. So first I do this, which highlights all of you for some reason. I don't know why. Also, I love the negative 9,999 forge points. And then kill you, because quite frankly, I just don't like you. And then let's just give a bunch more health, just to empower things. Aren't you cute? Where's the is the rail spike in here? No, no, it's not. That's a shame. Hi! You're not getting past. You realize that, correct? I mean, there is absolutely no reason for me to currently do my next actions. The only reason I'm doing that is for the love of the game, quite frankly. Also, I'm beginning to think I should probably hold over one of these two. Because it gives the bonus, because it gives the +1 card draw, which might honestly be more useful than a random ass 4 armor to everyone each turn. Glorious. Railgun. You're not the thing that gains... I'm sorry, spend your remaining energy. That is... a little too perfect. You know what? That might legitimately be worth it. Armament drive. Consume. Add a 15/15 crafted equipment to your hand for each unequipped friendly unit. Okay. Quenching oil. Infused. Consume. Apply spell weakness and... No, you know what? I think I'll go for the railgun. It sounds hilarious. And then I think I might be reaching the point where I got too many cards. Oh yeah, this thing. I'd forgotten this thing existed. Yeah, no. I'm gonna leave that. I don't need a permanent copy of every card that I play. Right. Wormkin and money, or equipment and duplicate. I'm going Wormkin and money. Do I really need another one? I might be better off with the Bog Chrysalis. But I'm gonna say no, because that middle floor's already reached its character capacity anyway, so it doesn't matter. Interesting. So, this one's not upgraded, this one is. So I am going to assume then, on the second boss, both of these are upgraded, then you for the third, then you for the fourth. So, in that regard then, if I make you intrinsic, I make sure I always gain energy and card draw each turn. For the next of each turn. Granted, I stop getting money from the Goldie, but quite frankly, we've made a lot of money from the Goldie, so I don't care any further about that. Still can't get magic power attached to anything. I'm gonna back out and look at the Merchant of Trinkets. That would be cool if I'd gotten that. That's a trap at this point. That's not needed. That's hilarious. And I think I might need you for this boss. I don't need -2 cost. I don't think 100 gold for the spell chain's worth it. Let's reroll to see what I get here. Upgrade a card to permanently remove... Can certain... spell enchantments just not have a plus version? Is that what it is? I will permanently remove the consume off the Wormkin spike, though, because that can lead to some very hilarious moments. But after that, let's just go. Right, so, first things first. You, and then... ka-chunk, ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Then summon you up here. And there we go. Let's just start by infusing you a little. And then I can daze you so this thing lives. Scrap. 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 Salvage this. And then scrap another one just to make sure you've hopefully got enough attack. I have no forge points for the boilerplate, but it still gives 500 odd attack, 350 odd defense, so it reaches a point of who gives a damn. Go. Okay, we're playing this game, are we? So, I salvage. Scrapping one of this. Can I do another? I cannot. But I can anvil break, which apparently explodes. Or something. Fun. Let's just apply the reap to everything. And go. Yeah, we're taking some whatchamacallit damage, who cares? And you've got 40 odd attack because of the fact of whatchamacallit. He's dead. Quite frankly, at this point, we don't care. Damn it, why do you exist? That means I can't get the money. Stealthy prick. Granted, it's only 70 odd, but it's still a lot that I would have liked. Unless... Do you think that's enough for you to be able to survive, you know, the fight? I think so. Go! Right, next. Let's start by reaping you. Okay. Do I want to keep... I think I want to let you two build up a little bit. Although I do need to use it if I want this thing to die. Then again, if I... just summon that guy up there, that's gonna do a good punch. Go. I was about to say I screwed up, but I'm honestly thinking this guy could probably take it all out. Yes, yes he can. Now, I don't know whether you've actually increased permanently from him killing things using his Etch ability. Because he is slaying them, but I'm not sure if it's really him doing the slaying, if that makes sense. Yeah, you are a good investment, aren't you, pal? Can I just kill the boss now, potentially? Yes! Yes, I can. Eat lead! The Wormkin have applied ancient technology to the RAILFORGed, known as the Gatling gun. Okay, now I'm not sure if you got a bunch of that from Slay, or whether you got that from just the Slacy. I think it has to be some Slays, because you've got 30 armor, and I think I've only equipped you once. No, some of it is Slay, because you've got 30 armor and you only get that from Slay. So yes, killing with the Etch, Etch, does count as you getting Slay. Perfect. Okay, I love you because you would build up quite a lot, but you're a little too big for us to be able to use. So, honestly, again, I'm just gonna skip. A random floor has +3 space. At the end of combat, the front unit on that floor gains +1 attack, +1 space, +10 attack, and 30 HP if there is any available. Honestly? Sure. Right. One left. And it gives me the Merchant of Steel immediately. That is a royal shame, because there's nothing to spend that 400 gold on up there. So, honestly, let's get up here, grab the money, see this be nothing of import, grab the Merchant of Steel, and see what we can equip. Quite honestly, we have so much space, you can have a large stone, Mr. Railgun. We are going to teach them the meaning of bullet hell. Then, I might as well give you 40 attack for more Etch power. Anything want to have burst 6 or burst 4? Because why the Christ not at this point? Give it to a random salvage machine, I guess. Now we reroll. Echo Slab, that's quite entertaining as well, honestly. Multi-strike. What benefits a lot from multi-strike? I'm actually not sure at this point what would benefit a lot from multi-strike. You know, let's just give it to the random bogfly, because it does have a lot of health in the end, and then I can give the small stone to the shard soul. And then I think I'm just gonna remove some train stewards. They're fun, they're cool, but right now we need to salvage their parts for more deck efficiency. And they're just taking up space. And it's not like we got anything to spend money on next time either. Is there any one final card I might want to remove from my deck, actually? Anything at all? Maybe the magnet... Oh, I can actually use the magnetic relay if, you know, my robot here gets taken out a bit too much. Honestly, no. I think we're solid. Go. Units appear on each floor. Why am I even considering it? I've got nothing more to spend money on. I don't need it. Go. Oh, I just realized the attack robot isn't actually deployed. Huh. Interesting. I want to know just how I managed to luck out so much in this build to get what I did. Because there is no way in hell you can claim I did not luck out to get this stupid build of mine. I love it. These flying things have fucking whatchamacallit. They have goddamn sweep. Sweep is our worst enemy. Until I can get the thing that gives me extra health. After that, it's kind of meh. Still love my boilerplate giving 500 odd armor though. God, that is beautiful to see. Gonna get rid of that one though. So now that I have all of this, get a little forge, apply it onto you, just for a little bit of health. I can now take this 60 ember and just go... So for reference, I have just got a calculator up to look at how much damage that alone is. That is 5,000 damage. That is half the Life Mother right there. This is fucking stupid, and I love it. We grab that. We fuse. We forge. Using that forge, we then apply the Bloodthirsty Blade. No, hold on. Let me retry this. We apply the Bloodthirsty Blade. We then salvage. Deleting that and allowing that Bloodthirsty Blade to gain more attack. We then salvage again. Deleting another one. We give the guy some more health because why not? We're feeling generous. And then we don't use the Iron Tongue because the Iron Tongue is not what we need. Because the Iron Tongue doesn't have the permanent upgrades. But we might as well just further continue getting this burst up, shall we? So what's your ability? Add malaise. Well, Mr. Malaise, I don't know if you're gonna get past this. You might, quite frankly, because our statistics aren't the highest. And if you do, congratulations! Good luck with this bloody thing! You're not surviving that! Although I have my extreme doubts you're surviving any of this. I have no further way to scrap. So let's use the Anvil Breaker. I am then going to apply Reap to you. I am then going to lift you up because I like my little robots. I don't want them to die. Oh, but then, of course, let us make sure we reap everything. Even though there's not a point to. Oh, look at the burst fall. Ah, this is goddamn stupid. I love it. Disassemble, infused, sacrifice. No! I like my robots. They are my friends. I will not sacrifice my friends. I will play take the force contamination, though. That actually seems pretty good. Well, what do I want? RAILFORGED unit? No, don't really. Unless I get... No, I don't need another... I don't need another big gun. I don't need another big gun. Let's better off going this way. Grab the money for whatever hell reason, I guess. Buff up the pyre. Useless. I don't have them anymore. Meh. Actually could be useful. I'll take that one. And then duplicate. What could I actually legitimately duplicate that would be of any use to me? Actually, you know what? Duplicate the masterwork. Have more forge. Alright, Lilith. You gain dualism at 50% health. Cool. Good for you. Then again, as I say that, if I remember rightly, I think you apply it to everything, don't you? And I have quite a dense setup right now. So... do need to remember there is a correct order I have to place my units. So, first we play you, then we play you, then we play you, and then from there it doesn't matter. Yeah, you apply with a bloom 1 to everything, don't you? But I did get this straight away, so you don't matter. So let's extract and daze you. Because as I say, who gives a damn? We are going to make sure we start buffing the health off the things that we need it. Grab my scrap so we can start making them better. Then I'm simply ending my turn. Right. Now I need to start salvaging because I might not have the health needed to... or rather the damage needed to deal with some of these things, so... I won't lie, just seeing something casually with 1800 armor brings a tear to my eye. An absolute tear of joy. Now where the hell's my Gatling gun? There's no point to the bogflies anymore. Okay. Go, I guess. You are applying a decent amount of Witherbloom now, which, I confess, is a bit annoying. You survived because you got slightly more damage than it had. I can't wait to see that next boilerplate. With my, you know, 82 forge points currently. That will be a fun time. Go. I love breaking things. I just really wish I could get my other boilerplate right now. Or I wish I could have had my boilerplate. Or the railgun at the beginning. That's what I truly wish. Ah, yes, just a casual. It is currently 26 damage, and then it increases to 431. Just yes. You know what? Because it's more funny to me than using the Wormkin Spike, I am going to place you. I am then going to equip you with this. And then we are going to go and click the overdrive button. Gatling time! Mostly just so I can use it. And you know what? Might as well... Oh, I already gave it equipment. What else can I give equipment? What doesn't have equipment yet? You don't have equipment. Have equipment. Go! Beautiful. Pure beauty. And then obviously you get your ass handed to you. And then there is no point to me doing anything. Except I suppose I can salvage things. Just to ensure the infusions and everything, and the making sure people survive and all that supposed crap. Let's go. Bye-bye. Beauty. Absolute pure beauty. Railforged Spike. With this absurdness that I'm doing, yes please. This, I don't need. And finally, reroll that. Ooh. Honestly, Little Cap. It gives those scrap guys a little bit more survivability that they clearly need. Alright, Life Mother. Life Mother applies Witherbloom 10 to the front friendly unit and Reanimate 2 to the front enemy unit at the end of the turn. Ah, that'll be annoying, but tolerable, I think. Let us hope I get gun quick. Of course you have to have the stealth bastard. Screw you and your stealth bastard. I hate you and your stealth bastard. Die, stealth bastard. Now, granted, I don't know why, quite, I am trying to get this absolutely perfectly right. Because at this point, I'm not convinced she can even truly do much to me. But I still kind of want to make sure I'm safe. Especially as you do apply Witherbloom 15 to the front unit. That does legitimately actually concern me. I don't want to salvage again, because I want to make sure I can... upgrade as much as possible. Okay. Go. I do not like these gear masks right now, but I did get a boilerplate, so I am no longer scared of you. Okay, we kill them all, go. I admit we are kinda just waiting for Gun. And the great work that Gun will commit. Now, I believe we are done. Go. Glorious. You don't get anything, but hopefully we can get something for you next turn. The fact the Jeer Mask applies Dazed too is quite annoying, I won't lie. Now the question to me right now truly is, do I want to use my Forge now, or wait until next time when I railgun it? And legitimately, we are kinda getting a little worried about the fact we're not doing that much damage to her. So, let's scrap this metal. I am then going to Railforge Spike, giving me 104 Forge. Then I use the regular thing. Clap you. You're apparently dying somehow. I admit I'm not sure how. I am then coming down here. No, I'm staying up here. Applying that to you. Applying that to you. Coming down. Summoning this big fat bastard. Applying this, just so I get the bonus energy and draw next turn. Clicking this button. And watching her get deleted. Eat Gatling Gun. You had one hit left. You had one goddamn hit left. You know what? Out of sheer, pure disrespect for you. It's not gonna let me, is it? No. Damn. Damn. Damn it! I wanted to kill you with the Etch, because that was the entire gimmick of this entire run, which barely took effect. I might as well just make you more terrifying. Yeah. Yeah. Whack. That... Okay. So, what have we learned from this run? We have learnt Herziel sucks and is outdated. His daughter HEPH is a god. Railforged leveled up. Unlocked the Pyre Steward. Slay. Restore 2 Pyre health. Okay. Carriage Jack. When you play a room card, apply +1 space to the floor. Not bad. I like that one. Railforge level up. Pyre plating. Consume. Apply +4 X attack and +2 armor, 2x armor to the pyre. Also very nice. Unlocked Herziel's Hammer. Strike. Apply +3 attack and 3 armor to friendly units. That is a really cool one. I like that one. Especially if you put that on with someone with dualism, like a Rail Beater. Oh, God, okay. Steel stockpipe. Conserve up to 10 forge points between battles. Yes! God tier relic. Wormkin level up. Unlocked the Bog Deep Cocoon. Summon the Bog Wormling. What's that? Bog Wormling. Space 4. Kin. Trample. Etch. Plus 15 attack and 15 health. A lot of shell. A very big amount of shell. Accelerated incubation. Remove 3 shell from eggs. Well, that helps with the shell problem. Ah, we almost unlocked the next level there. That's a shame. Look at all these lovely cards. So, Sparky 2. The player gains 2 attack and 3 health permanently when a champion kills a unit. Champions gain 3 attack and 3 health permanently when the player kills a unit. Ooh. I don't think it was like that before. Ellie. 4 random starter cards are gained with that effect. Nice. Although they do count as upgrades, so I'm not sure how much I like that anymore, because it does remove upgrade options. Beelzebub 3. Purge this card. Deal damage to your player equal to 10% of its current health. Draw 5 cards and apply -2 energy. Very risky, very risky. Equilibrius. At the end of battle, if your deck is over 25 cards, purge down to 25. After you purge a total of 5 cards, permanently draw +1 each turn. Nice. Does that happen more than once, or just once? So is it like +1 draw per 5 cards, or only the first one? Because if it's only the first one, I think I hate it. But that tends to be because I prefer bigger decks. If you like small decks, maybe. Savanta. Gain from defeating them with the Wormkin. Apply 0 energy. Take pyre damage equal to its base cost. So basically just give the card the pyre tap relic. So if you get the pyre tap relic, that soul becomes useless. Huh. Suppose it can work well with Fira's Greed if you want to go that route, but... Huh. Grump 3. Revenge. Gain 2 attack permanently. Action. Gain 3 health permanently. Good. Classic. And then just random ass cards. That still need leveling up. Nice. I want to get Mimic 2, because I want to know if the ally champion upgrades again. Because if that's the case, you can get 2 champions up to tier 3, and that is amazing. Either way, good run, amazing run, loved it. HEPH, you're gods, you are a god. Forget Herzeal, it's all about HEPH. HEPH is god tier. Herzeal isn't. Frankly, just isn't. Well, everyone, if you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. This was shockingly really, really fun for me. I didn't know what to expect of an Etch build. I still don't think we really did an Etch build. But this run was stupid, and I loved it. Yeah! But so, if you enjoyed it, be sure to tell me down below. And if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. We produce new content all the time. But everyone, I'm afraid that until the next time that I see you, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.